Here's a video about not vaping.
Cherry Cola is my favorite type of vape.
Is that a vape? Oh, Marco, give me that vape. Come on, man, we're going to the office. Go down the steps. Well, I appreciate you guys coming down today. I know nobody wants to leave work. Unfortunately, I was out walking the hallways, and when I went into the stairwell, Marco was hitting a vape. We took this off of him. He's very sorry about it. I was kind of shocked that he was vaping where he was, because he said this is his favorite one. But so you as parents, so you know what's going to happen from here is obviously it's illegal for him to have one of these because he's not 18. So he face possible criminal charges, as well as he's going to be disciplined by the school for having the vape. So obviously we keep it. He doesn't get it back. So that's where we're at. He's you can tell he's pretty sorry though that he got caught.
I'm so upset with you. You should know better than this. Vapes are very dangerous. You could get yourself in serious trouble messing around with these.
Is he okay? What's wrong? He's not doing too well. His O2 levels are low. He's in really bad shape, guys. He needs to go to the hospital. Should never have used a vape. Don't vape!
That was a nice information video. Don't vape, kids. Now here's a video about picks with Mr. Grinsley.
All right, we are down to just 4 teams, and we are going to find out this weekend who will be in the Super Bowl. Our first game we're going to look at is going to be a doozy. It is the 49ers versus the Detroit Lions with our own John Kaminsky playing for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. This game's going to be a really good game. If the Lions are fired up and play the way they've been playing, the Niners looked bad last week, but it was a game in the rain. It's going to be interesting to see if Deebo Samuel is healthy. If not, that could really change things because they don't have another guy like that. I'm going to go Lions because I want to see John make it to the Super Bowl.
I got the 49ers.
49ers.
All right, and our next game, which is the only other game left, is the Chiefs versus the Ravens. I don't think there's any way on earth the Chiefs are going to beat the Ravens. The Ravens look just too good. I think that they have all the tools to actually win the Super Bowl. I just think this is Lamar Jackson's year, and I think he's really going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl, so I'm going Ravens all the way.
I got Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, so this week we find out who plays in the Super Bowl.
That was some good picks. Now on to winter driving.
All right, so I was asked to provide some winter driving safety tips. One of the biggest things is you have to understand that when in the winter you have to leave more distance between you and the car in front of you. You know, the state law is 2.5 cars, but when the roads are bad, you should leave 4 or 5 cars because obviously you may not be able to stop in time, you may slide, so you want to leave yourself plenty of extra space between you and a car. Also, in the mornings when you're leaving for school, understand that the roads could be bad. Leave yourself extra time so you're not rushing. Know that the roads are not going to be good. Get up earlier and be careful driving in. Leave yourself extra time. A good thing to do is carry a blanket in your car and bottles of water. Reason for that is if for some reason you go in the ditch or you break down and it's cold outside, you have basic stuff that you can survive with because you have to have heat to survive and you have to have water. So make sure you stick a couple water bottles in your car, have a blanket in your car, just in case for some reason you break down, you can at least stay warm until help gets to you. Make sure you have good tires on your cars because a lot of people drive around with bald tires and that's no good in the snow and it can cause an accident. So make sure your battery's charged in your car, you have have good tires, you're driving below the speed limit, and always know that when it's right around 32 degrees, there's black ice and you can't see it. And if you're driving fast and you hit black ice, you got to watch for these things. And black ice is very hard to see, so that's why you want to drive below the speed limit. And just, it's Ohio, we're used to it, so good to go. How's that?
That's a good video about driving. Stay safe while you're driving on those icy roads, shall we? On to a video about Donnelly's snake gangster.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Donnelly, and is there any? So we got your little snake here, your little snake friend here.
Yes, we do.
All right.
He's hiding back there today. He's down low.
Yeah. Is yours? What's the snake's name?
His name has changed throughout the years, but originally the first year I got him, the students I was teaching at ULite Middle School, they named him Gangsta. So there's the sign.
Gangsta?
But it changes. So I have had classes give him their own name because they don't like Gangsta. So it changes.
Is there any fun facts about Gangsta that we should know about?
Fun facts. He is a ball python. He's a male ball python. Great pets. I've had him now, I think, 22 years. I had a student give him to me when I was teaching at ULite. Ironically enough, this student, his name was Chase, that's all I'll say. He was kicked out of Highland Middle School, and they sent him to the East Side Middle School, ULite. And he was kicked out because he let baby snakes go on the 3rd floor at Highland Middle School. Right? Well, we got Chase caught up in his credits and stuff in middle school, that's teachers, and however, he had a bunch of snakes and other things at home that his grandma was making him get rid of. All right, well, not to my knowledge, but he brought in a snake in a duffel bag one day, and it was his favorite animal, and that's Gangsta. And I was not aware that I was getting this, and so we had him in an aquarium for a while, and then a friend of my dad's, Joe Jerzik, he's a Barberton legend. He helped me build this terrarium, and all the supplies was with all the plexiglass, the wood, the hinges, everything was donated by West End Hardware. That's no longer here, but those guys, great guys down West End, and they donated this, and he pretty much built it. And so Gangsta's been in this terrarium for many years now.
Wow. Okay. How did you get the snake? That's pretty ironic.
Snakes are, you can get snakes. Obviously, Fish City down 2nd Street, they have snakes you can buy. And ball pythons are actually a great starter snake. They're pretty docile. If you handle them enough at the beginning when they're young, they make great pets. And so just like any animal, if you show them the TLC, they make great pets. And so we feed him about once a month, once every 6 weeks or so, and he eats live rodents mainly. Unfortunately, he was already on a live diet when I got him. It'd be much easier if he was eating frozen, but you can get him to eat frozen if you get him young enough. He was a juvenile when I got him. I'm not sure exactly how old they are. In captivity, they said they can last up to 30 years. In the wild, usually less than that. So I've had him 22. I think he's right around 24 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gangsta will live around a long time.
Yeah.
He'll live around a long time. So see him while you can, people. See him while you can.
He only bit one person. I had a student who was my helper for 3 years. Andrew would clean out the tank and take care of him, and he loved the snake. And one day he was just, I guess, in a bad mood, and he struck him and just bit him on the hand real quick. And so they do bite. They're venomous, or they don't have venom, and so they are constrictors. So he'll bite to hold on. So he does have fangs, but his fangs are in the back, unlike the venomous snakes are in the front, and they're hook shaped. And they're hook shaped because they grab on, they latch on, and it's hard to get off of that. And so they bite to hold, and then they constrict. They wrap around. So
wow.
We've had students in the past videotape him feeding. There's students this year have already videotaped him feeding. So kind of cool. He's fast when he wants to be. He's a sit and wait type of predator, though. If you mess up and walk in front, and he's hungry, he will get you.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
See you gangsta anytime, people.
And that was a good snake video. On to favorite NBA teams.
The Grizzlies, cause John Morant.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
My favorite NBA team is the Pistons.
The Cavs. The Cavs.
Milwaukee Bucks.
The Cavs.
The Golden State Warriors. Suns. Oklahoma City Thunder. The Phoenix Suns.
Hey guys, it's Nyron. My favorite NBA team is the Cavs.
Those some good teams for the NBA picks, don't you think? On to the CBI job class.
So, career-based intervention, it's a career skills class where you get to learn job skills, personal skills, how to execute great interviews, build resumes. So it's giving you the opportunity to become a good professional for your future career. You do get paid. You get to leave early to go to work, and you get credit for leaving school and going to work. So it's a really good opportunity for you to grow as a young professional and make some money while you do it.
That was great. Now here's a video about the Oscars.
Okay, so the Oscar nominations have been released. On Tuesday, I watched the live stream, and while it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent year, there are some opinions I have. So I won't go through the whole list, but I'll see what catches my eye when I remember. So with actor in a leading role, I think it looks pretty good. My prediction is that Cillian Murphy's going to win for Oppenheimer. Amazing performance. I haven't seen Coleman Domingo in Rustin or Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction. I plan on seeing that this weekend. But I would love to see Paul Giamatti win. I don't think he will, but that is my personal pick because I loved The Holdovers. Bradley Cooper, if you don't know, there was a lot of drama with Bradley Cooper trying to get his Oscar nomination. I don't think he's going to win. I think he did great in Maestro, but I don't think it is deserved. Supporting role, Robert Downey Jr. is going to win. I think 100%. I'm forgetting his name now. The supporting role, the male supporting role in May December should definitely be nominated, and I think he should have been there, but he is not. Mark Ruffalo also has a chance. He was amazing in Poor Things. Actress in a leading role, it looks pretty good to me. I think my prediction is going to be Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon. I haven't seen it yet. Also, or Emma Stone in Poor Things. She has a good chance too, but I feel like it's going to be Lily Gladstone, even though my choice would be Emma Stone. I've heard Annette Bening in Naiad wasn't the right choice to be nominated, but still haven't seen that. Can't form my personal opinion. Actress in a supporting role looks good. I would love to see Divine Joy Randolph from The Holdovers win. America Ferrera, I don't think was a necessary nomination. While she was great in Barbie, her monologue set aside, I think it was just an okay role. Animated feature film, I'm very happy to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in there because the last movie didn't get enough love. The Boy and the Heron is most likely to win, though. Even though it wasn't nominated for Best Picture, which seems to be a little costume design. Very happy Barbie's there. I'm happy everything's up there except for Napoleon. I don't know. But I think one thing that got very snubbed is my favorite movie of the year, Priscilla. I think it 100% should be in costume design along with makeup and hairstyling, but I believe it wasn't nominated for anything, which is pretty sad. I think it was definitely snubbed with that. Directing looks pretty good aside from Greta Gerwig being snubbed. She is now the highest grossing female director, and she 100% should be up there for directing Barbie, but she was snubbed. Best Picture, I am more than halfway done with watching all of the Best Picture nominations. I have seen Poor Things, Past Lives, Oppenheimer, Maestro, The Holdovers, Barbie, and I believe that's it. So I hope to see American Fiction, Killers of the Flower Moon, Anatomy of a Fall, and The Zone of Interest soon. My personal favorite of the mix would be Poor Things. I think it was just extraordinary. The best looking movie of the decade, the most recent decade. It just looks beautiful. And The Holdovers, while I don't think it will win, I would be very happy to see it win. I do think Oppenheimer is going to win, which I would also be okay with because it's an extraordinary movie. But yeah, I think all of the picks are pretty good. Production design.
Passwords. I love passwords. And I think it's about time for me to change mine. What is it? February 1st? I think that's your day too. And I think Mr. Mihawk is going to be talking about it in about 1 second. There you are.
Welcome, Barberton, and this is Bodai, the builder of passwords, and we are here to talk about the complexity of passwords and best practices. The current standard for password length should be 15 to 20 characters. You should use paraphrasing, so you can take a song lyric or song titles. You can do like an animal, a country name, a vehicle type. Password managers are good to have, but you still need a good password to get into them. So the other thing we can use, Bodai, what do you think?
You should also 100% be using two-factor authentication, whether it's through your email or through your text message, to set up more security measures on your passwords.
Do you think we should write them down and put them on sticky notes?
We shouldn't do that, no.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see you next month.
Have a good weekend, BHS.
Have a good weekend, BHS.
Have a good weekend, BHS.
Have a great weekend, BHS.
Have a good weekend, BHS.